Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rick Taylor from the Rap Draft, man. I'm sitting here with a special guest today, man. Sitting here with the homie G Delo, man. What's going on with you, man?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. It's your first time on the Rap Draft, and I want to say welcome. Thank you for being here. And on this show, I like to give the fans more of an insight of the artist. But before we kick it off with, man, how you been?
I'm good.
How are you? My bad.
Yeah. No, I'm good, man. I'm chilling. Grinding, working hard, man. Just trying to continue to elevate with this shit. Get to the next level. So.
Right, man. I definitely see you doing your thing, bro. I've been checking out your content, your music. Hey, you're a hungry artist, bro, and you really got it, bro. So I want to tell you that, man, and give your flowers to you, man. Let's tap back into your background, saying, what was you born and raised?
Yeah, so I was born and raised on the Westside of Chicago. Pretty much been there all my life. So.
Okay. Now, growing up in Chicago, what was your childhood like growing up in Chicago?
Man, just like anywhere, right? Poverty, gangs, drugs, violence. But just trying to keep my head on straight, not get distracted by all the crazy stuff that's going on around me. Just, trying to stay focused. Right.
Man, I can just imagine how it is growing up in Chicago. It's a big city, man.
Yeah.
You have a lot of influence there. Then, you got the good and you got the bad, you know what I'm saying? Did you experience any tough times growing up, or things with the streets, the gangs or the streets trying to pull you one way, then you trying to go another way?
You know what's crazy, man? Out of all my homies, bro, really, I was probably the only one who had they head on straight. You know what I'm saying? They were still my homies. Whatever they did is what they did. But I was always that one person that was you know what, man? Y'all go do this, but I'm gonna go this way. You know what I'm saying? We'll meet up after, but I'm gonna go focus. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. So.
Right. I feel you, man. You gotta have your own mind. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And just being in these certain places where we come from and stuff like that, it's easy to get knocked off track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for you to keep your head on your shoulders and really stick to your craft and try to go the other way, that's what's up. Yeah. Not too many people do that. Now we know you as an artist. Who are you as a person?
Yeah. Me as a person, man, really, I'm a grinder, bro. Even outside of the music shit, right? I'm still a grinder. At the end of the day, man, I do this shit for my family, right? I'm a father. I got kids, so I do this for my kids. I do this for, all my homies, all everybody around me, all the people I love. So really, man, that's who I am, man. I'm a provider. I'm a father. And, I'm just, trying to elevate myself and everybody else around me.
Right, man. That's dope, man. To hear that, a lot of people don't ask artists that. We know the artist, we just ask the artist nothing but music questions, but we never really tap in with the person, who you are as a person outside of music, dig deep in the soul and stuff like that. So to hear you handling your business, that's what's up, bro. Because like I said, it's a lot of people out here that don't really handle their business, and then you looking at them on the outside, as the artist, and you not really knowing how they is as a person. So I think that matters.
For sure.
Now, what or who was your inspiration to get into music?
My inspiration, man, it's crazy. My story on how I got started with music, most people would say, for them, it was some big name artist. It was, Hove or Ye or, Lil Wayne or somebody. For me, bro, it was actually one of my homies. Story's so crazy. Long story short, bro, he was cutting my hair one day, and I told the story to my manager, but he was cutting my hair one day, and he was playing some music for me, and he was like, yeah, bro, I'll be rapping and woo, and I'm like, all right. I was like, I'll be rapping too a little bit. He was like, yeah. He was like, well, let me hear some. So I let him hear a little bit. At the time, bro, I had never even been to a studio for real. I was just recording that shit on my phone, right? I was just doing the, what they call that shit, the voice memos. I was doing voice memos. And he was like, yeah. He was like, let me hear it. So I let him hear it. He like, damn, bro, you cold as hell. He was like, man, I got to get you in the studio ASAP. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't really do that shit for real, bro. I was like, I'm just trying to keep this shit to myself. What I'm saying? I just be doing it in my spare time. He was like, nah, bro, I'm finna get you in the booth. Man, this nigga booked me a session, bro, paid for the session. And ever since then, bro, I've been in the studio nonstop.
That's what's up, bro. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you got somebody that believe in you like that, and you never know, that might change your life for the better. Like now look at it. Like how many years has that been?
Man, that was what, 5 years ago?
And that's crazy. And you've been in the studio ever since. Now let me ask you, like, since that happening, that person did that for you, like, how do you approach music? Like what is music to you?
Music is everything, man. It's my outlet, right? Like we all go through shit. We all got different ways that we express it. Music is mine. So, you know, anything I'm going through, whether it's ups, downs, good, bad, happy, sad, whatever I'm going through, I'm letting it all out in the booth every time.
Right. And I that's one thing about me with music too, bro, because I was an artist myself. Yeah. Like I really think music is therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Like when you don't want to talk to nobody else, like wherever you want to take music as a profession or not, it's like really getting that you know, that energy in your story, jot it down like on paper, then you transform it to the booth. I think that's really like a relief, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what that might do for you. Like that's your therapy. Like, if you don't want to talk to somebody, you're going to talk to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really dope. You know what I'm saying? Now let's talk about, how did you get with Very Rich Records?
Very Rich Records, man. Is that story crazy too? So like, one day my manager hit me up, right? And, you know, we was just chatting or whatever. And, you know, she was just telling me like, yeah, man, like, you know, we've been checking out your music for a while. You know, my homie told me about you. My other homie told you about you. And it's crazy because at first she didn't even have the time to even listen to my music, right? She was like, you know, I'm gonna wait till I got some downtime, then I'm gonna check them out. And that's what she ended up doing, man. And she was like, yeah, he got it. So then she reached out to me and shit, we've been locked in ever since, man. Shout out to Very Rich Records.
Shout out to them, bro. Like, that's dope. They the ones who put me on to you. Like, it was like, man, check out this artist. And this my artist. And I really tapped in because, you know, I have a lot of people who like send me music and stuff like that, check me out. You know how people do, like when you send them music, like you can probably get with them or you probably get back to them. But I usually check out the music. But when I checked your music, I was like, okay, bro, different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's different from what I'm used to hearing. So it's like, I got somebody from the rack, like, you know what I'm saying, another artist I could tap in with to Chicago. It's dope, bro. Like I said, I hear the lyricalness in your music, the hunger, you know what I'm saying, the pain and everything that you go through in life. I can see that you pack it into that music. So that's dope, bro. Now, let me ask you this. I asked a lot of artists this, like, since you've been doing music, right? What's been the pros and cons for you as an artist?
Some of the pros, man, is like I said, just, you know, being able to express myself, having an outlet, right? Where, because I'm sure there's other people in the world that all go through the same shit that I go through, right? But, you know, it's a lot of people that don't know how to voice that. And so for me, I feel like in a way I'm kind of a voice for the voiceless. So anytime, you know, I'm on a beat, I'm trying to bring people into my world, but I'm already knowing that my world is the same as their world, probably, more than likely. So that's one of the pros, is that, you know, just being able to touch people and hopefully change their life, change their situation and what they going through. Some of the bad shit about it, for real, like this shit come with hate, bro. It come with like envy, you know what I'm saying? You get niggas that be hating, you get people envying you get people trying to use you for whatever, you know, you could do for them. But you know, I try to stay well-rounded and stay away from that type of shit. So. Yeah,
man. That's the most you can do, bro. But being an artist, bro, and like being in music, it's been said this countless times that being a rapper is like one of the most dangerous jobs, if not the dangerous.
For sure.
So it's like, how does a person approach that with that in their mind? Like, man, what I'm finna get into, it could be dangerous for me.
And you know what else, man? Like, I be explaining to my homies, like I be saying it all the time to us, right? We all cool, we all homies, right? But when you think about it, to somebody else who's just watching you from an Instagram page or from a YouTube page, you somebody. Right? So it's like, you know, today you could be with your homies and everything could be cool, and you can go outside and you could be around a nigga that's been hating on you through the internet for 3 years, and he finally see you out in, you know what I'm saying, in public, and he want to do something to you. He want to rob you. He want to call your bluff or whatever the case may be. So I be trying to explain to everybody, like, bro, this shit, like, is real, bro. Being a rapper is a dangerous job.
That's a fact, bro. And you know what's crazy to me, bro? Like, you know, you have, when it comes to music and like just artists, period, you have two tiers. You have the underground and then you have like when you made it.
Yeah.
But it's like when you underground, you still have a certain name, like because your name carry work. I mean, wait, you probably not like accessible to the things that like a A-list celebrity is you know, they get like security and all that stuff. But you, on the other hand, like, or other artists that's coming up that has a buzz, they have to move a certain way and they don't have all that type of money to get security and all that. Yeah. How do you maneuver? Do you like now? Do you have to maneuver a certain way, or do you feel like the city show you love?
Yeah, I feel like my city show me love. No matter where I go, of course, you know, I'm always on point, right? That's even if you're not a rapper, right? You always got to be on point because you know it's just crazy where we live in, but. I feel like my city definitely showed me love. Whenever I'm anywhere else, like, I'm definitely on point. Cause like I said, you never know, man. It be people who watching your page or watching you. And like I said, bro, you just never know what people's intentions are. So yeah, I'm definitely always on point.
Right. Now let me ask you this about Chicago too, as well. At one point, it might still be that, at one point, Chicago had got like bad slack for like, the drill music and stuff like that, and like around 2012 and all that stuff and all the madness was happening. Yeah. Like, what is your take on that? Like, and where is Chicago at right now?
Man, Chicago right now for the hip hop scene, man. I think Chicago, like we on top right now, bro. You think about all of the people that's coming out right now, right? You got like the Baby Chief Doers, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got Chucky, you look at Dirk and what, you know what I'm saying, what he did for the city, what Herb did for the city. I think right now, man, we definitely one of them cities, man, when you talk about hip hop. And I think honestly, man, it's been that way though. Like, you know, if you think back to the day, you think about, you know, the Twister and people like that, even back in the day, bro. Like, we always had people who definitely made a mark in the industry. So
I definitely always had a lot of talent, bro. And like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Chicago is one of those staples that's a big city, and it's like it's so dope for me to be from Milwaukee. Like, we right by y'all, so it's like to get that influence from you guys, and then also be able to go down there and travel and do music and just network with people is dope. I want to touch on one more thing about Chicago, because right now it's a lot of bad things going on, just a lot of things going on, like with ICE and everybody being down there, like, you know, and the U.S. Marshals. Like, what is going on with Chicago? Like, how are you taking that?
To be honest, man, I'm not really political, man. I don't really get into that type of stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? I it is what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think, you know, ICE is gonna stop some of the shit that going on in Chicago? No, but I mean, it's a start. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's a start in the right direction. But like I said, I'm not really political, so I don't really get into that type of shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't really get into that neither. But I just noticed that's going on in your city, and I just always wanted to ask. Let me ask you this, man. Did you get any comparisons and to any artist? And it's an artist I want to ask. Like, do you get compared? Because I see, like, I ain't gonna say y'all like the same or nothing like that, but I can see that like, y'all come from that same place. So it's that grittiness, and it's that like y'all bringing the bars to like the music, like G Herbo. Like, do you get compared to G Herbo or any other artist?
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. I get it all the time. I think that really, man, my style, bro, like, I grew up on, like, you know, the Lil Waynes and the Jadakiss and the Fabulous and, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z, you know, Memphis Bleak, people like that, Beanie Sigel. So I grew up on all of them type of people. So for me, man, like the greediness and all of that, that's really where that come from. Right. Plus, like you said, it's the hunger, bro. It's the, you know what I'm saying, and you can hear it in the music. So, I mean, it's definitely I take it as a compliment for sure. I mean, you know, people like Herb, like I said, you know, the things they did for the city of Chicago is big, bro. So it's like I definitely take that as a compliment.
Right, and I like that you said that because like we grew up on like Smack era and like the bars, battle rap. Excuse me. And then the same thing like with y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of artists. And I think that, you know, just Chicago delivery and slang, it's like every city got their slang and the way they talk. And I think that's what it is, mixed with how your style is and with his or other artists who have that hunger and like for deliveries and bars. So I think that's dope. How do you like what made you continue to like, you know, let that be your style? Because, you know, we in a time where a lot of artists like we in a microwave era, like where people, you hot today, you gone tomorrow, then you got the trends, and people try to switch their style of what's popular. What keeps you grounded in your originality?
Yeah. I think personally, man, for me, I don't really do music to be accepted, to be honest. Like, I do music because, like I said, it's my outlet. It's for who it's for. And it's, you know what I'm saying? If it's not for you, it's not for you. But you know what I'm saying? I think, you know, when you think about hip hop, bro, you think about where it all started from and how it came about. That's what it's all about. It's all about taking a story and turning it into a song, painting that picture, right? For a person, for whoever listening to your music. And so for me, man, I think that's something that's never gonna die out, right? We can go through the auto-tune era, we can go through the microwave era, we can all, you know what I'm saying, we can go through whatever era, whatever's going on, but I think at the end of the day, being able to tell a story, being able to paint that picture, that's gonna always be there for hip-hop.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, ain't nothing wrong with that type of music because I listen to it too. I like all eras, to be honest with you, because everybody is just an addition to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's good to hear people like artists really sticking to their sound and being they self, because you know it, like a lot of people try to sound like the next person, or they be like, bro, I'm pretty sure you probably had this artist like, man, you should try to cut through this, or bro, I'm finna fuck with this because that's what they want. Like, you gotta stay true to who you is, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what make dope artists, bro, and I think that's what make you a dope artist as well, you know what I'm saying? Now I gotta ask you this because I ask everybody to come on here pretty much, you know what I'm saying, my spitters, my rappers. Who is your top 5 favorite rappers, dead or alive?
Ooh, top 5. Man,
give me your top 5, though. Not to interrupt you. Give me your top 5.
My top 5, I'm gonna have to go with Hove at number 1. I'm gonna go with Wayne at number 2.
Okay.
I'm going with Meek at number 3.
Facts, fire.
Number 4, I'm gonna go Drake. Number 5, number 5, I'm gonna say Jadakiss, number 5.
That's a fire lineup, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a fire lineup, bro. That's just like a question I like to ask, bro. Like, cause I'm like, I love music, I love rap, and it's just like always the talks like, who's your top 5? I like to hear people top 5, cause you know, like usually a lot of times people try to give the typical answers, which ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's like everybody can't. Somebody's stuff got to be different. You probably ain't telling the truth, but if you is, but if you're not telling the truth, tell the truth. Tell this is your top 5 of who inspired you to be an MC or pick up the pen, or just who you connected with. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, man. Me and my homies debate about this all the time, about top 5.
Yeah,
and they definitely disagree with my top 5, but it's all good.
Right, it be like that though. Man, it's like your top 5 ain't gonna be everybody's top 5.
Exactly.
You know, so that's why everybody entitled to their own. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, since you do a lot of shows, do you travel a lot, or you just do a lot of shows? Okay. Let me ask you this. What is the craziest thing that you experience as being a rapper, or just like whether it's a show or a moment from a fan or just anything? Yeah.
The craziest thing for me, man, I'm gonna have to say it probably was my first show. You know, just that first time ever stepping on that stage, and my first show was actually a sold out show. And you know, the first time being on stage and being in front of that crowd, bro, is like, but before you step on that stage, you like, damn, like I can't believe I'm actually here type shit. Thanks. But then when you get into it, you know what I'm saying, you lose all the jitters and shit like that. But yeah, that was probably the craziest moment for me, bro. But like ever since that day, like I just been like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. But yeah, that was probably the craziest thing for me, just the first time doing the show.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Man, that's dope, bro. You know, let me ask you this, like before my last question. There's an artist right now who's coming up, and they might come to you for advice or something. And you've been doing music for a while now. Yeah. What advice would you give that artist starting out?
Confidence. Definitely stay confident. Because at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, your music for who it's for. And if it's not for them, it's not for them. But that don't, you know what I'm saying, you got to keep going. Because just because one person don't like your song or one person don't like your style or your music, that don't mean the other 50 people over there don't they probably fuck with you heavy, and those 2 people over there don't.
Right.
So when you do the math on that, it's worth it. You keep going. You got 50 people over here that fuck with you, and 2 over here that don't. So definitely confidence, man. Just stay confident through it all.
I like that answer, bro, because that goes to what I be telling people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay doing what you're doing. Don't try to do something else that's outside of you. If you believe in what you're doing, stay true to your craft, because there's a lane for everybody. There's a fan base for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you don't pop in your city first. Maybe you could go somewhere else and pop. But like, you know what I'm saying? It be like that sometimes. But whatever you do, stay true to your art form, you know what I'm saying, as an artist, because that's what makes you. We already got another such and such. We already got G Delo, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to find what works for you, you know what I'm saying? I think that's dope, you know what I'm saying, the advice you gave. Now, do you have any projects out right now?
Projects out right now. Right now I got Hustler Music out right now,
which is a fire track
for sure. Produced by Dougie on the beat, man. Shout out Dougie. Other than that, man, we definitely got a lot of work coming out, man. We got, you know what I'm saying, we got projects coming out, we got songs coming out, we got features, we got, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9. So it's we gonna end the year on the bang, and then 2026 is up.
Right, that's what's up, because that was gonna be my next question. That was gonna be the way I ended with what's next, like besides the projects, and like what can the fans expect from G Delo, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely 2026, man. I plan on dropping the album sometime in 2026. So
okay, man, that's what's up, man. That'll be dope, man. I can't wait to check that out, because like I said, from what I've heard already so far, you're a dope artist, bro. I love to hear artists with that hunger, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have that hunger, you have that delivery, you have the style. It's like, you know who you are and you know what you came to do. You know what I'm saying? So keep that going, bro. I want to give you your flowers because you're a dope artist. I want to say thank you for coming on this show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Rap Draft, man. It's your first time. For sure, bro. Like, for sure. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, he got a fire performance he wrapped up too, so y'all gonna make sure y'all see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but before you get out here, man, let the people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, man, at 4TF Big G Delo. That's the same user handle on everything else: TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, whatever you got. I'm on everything. So
man. Y'all heard it, man. My boy G Delo, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into that Hustler Music album coming soon. You know what I'm saying? He just wrapped up the fire performance, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with that. Very Rich Records, you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all look out for them, man. And artists. I want to tell y'all this now. I want to say something to them, man. Artists, if you got something you want to do, continue to do what you're doing. Push your craft, study your craft, and stay true to your art. Also, artists, you want to get collabs from my boy G Delo, get in right now before it's too late. Because when we have them artists that, you know, you need to hear about as fire, y'all wait till it's too late. Thanks, you know what I'm saying? So he's definitely one of those ones. So you make sure y'all tap in, man. But y'all know what it is, man. Rick Taylor, Rap Draft, G Delo, Very Rich Records, man. We out.
So.